Old enough to know better, young enough not to give a...
That's fucked up. 10 years past, we still talking about this nigga. Let that man live,
but
bro.
no, I'm just saying, I seen him a couple years ago. Same nigga.
If we call him what we used to call him back then, nigga, we would get canceled.
I didn't.
Quickly.
I wasn't. I was never like that bad. I didn't.
We had a name. We gave him a name, bro. What are you talking about?
Nigga,
we gave him we gave him a name. And it's not progressive.
Damn, I really don't recall.
It's regressive.
I don't remember this shit enough.
What's the opposite of progressive? Regressive? It's regressive.
I honestly don't remember.
I'll tell you off air.
I put that shit.
Or I'll say it and we bleep it out.
I could erase this shit. I'm gonna erase.
We called the nigga the homo killer.
Hey, you absolutely correct.
No, we referred to him as the homo killer every time he spoke to us or referred to us, whether it was during a debate or whatever. It didn't matter.
How did y'all come up with that name, bro?
No. If you seen him, you don't feel safe around him.
You haven't seen you. If that was produced by someone homosexual, he would be the star. Where you going? I'm gonna come too.
That's why
they did. Hey, no, he did. No, he kind of had he was very sinister, very, very, very sinister. He was kind of gay, but it was like. This is probably not the one you want to fuck with, but not because
so
of
like school shooter mixed with flamboyant.
Not really school shooter though.
He was too cool. Like he wouldn't shoot up.
He more serial killer.
Yeah, it was more serial killer.
Like low key murder.
Yeah,
like he was
he would kill you and come to school the next day.
I don't think it would be like low key. I think he'd be like, no, you made me do that. Now you're bleeding. Like he would stop it from bleeding.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see
it was like.
And I'm not even really sure if he was gay. You know, growing up and you have a dude that talks kind of feminine.
Sure.
No, just the way he. I don't even remember if his mannerisms were really gay.
It
was the way he talked for me.
No, they were.
So you know,
his
somebody
everything. He was real feminine. I was like, I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It still was a question.
But it was something. There was something like the sinister side that you kind of respected. It was like this nigga's willing to go there if it goes there. So it's like you kind of like you fuck with him, but you like. This nigga's funny. He's awkward. He is who he is. It's just, it
wasn't like making fun of poking fun, like trying to make a nigga kill himself.
And he wasn't like no bitch. If we,
it wasn't like that. Like he
bullying this guy.
Yeah, the nigga came back. He called me fat, and he had like at least 360 fat.
Yeah, it's like he coming back at you. So it's kind of like and the homo killer just stuck. I don't know.
Very problematic.
But he wasn't no bitch. He was getting this shit out too. Don't feel sorry for him. Don't feel sorry for this motherfucker.
Feel sorry for us. I really felt like he stalked us at one point, and then he was like, nah, they joking. I'm gonna go home. They was playing.
Because at the end of the day, it was kind of like one of those situations to where if like somebody else getting on his ass, you like, hey, chill. You don't know that nigga like that to be.
Yeah,
that's only we could fuck with him. It's kind of like that. That's what it was.
Pretty much.
That's
exactly what it was.
Fuck. we some fucked up individuals.
I think everybody is.
Childhood is funny. Well, it's not even childhood because this is what 16, 17?
Adolescence.
Yeah, this is
high school. High school is like awful though. High school.
I was dumb as fuck in high school. That's childhood. I still think that's. I don't know if you really grow up until
you don't
20.
That's really the whole premise of the show.
3 or 4.
If you really want to talk about it.
Yeah, because really, I don't know what it's. I started 22, 23, 24, 25, but 38.
Bro, I just
yeah. I'll be grown, nigga.
Des, what's up, bro?
Nothing, bro. Tired.
How was your holidays, bro? You been gone,
bro. How was my holidays, bro? I was moving.
You changed your area code?
Yeah, unfortunately, bro.
You a fuckboy. You a Dallas nigga now.
Unfortunately. Bro, okay, bro.
You supposed to have a Maryland area code.
I have a new respect for Houston, bro.
I
have a newfound respect for Houston.
Let's elaborate.
Why? Yeah, why is
like, a big part of it is just waking up and not knowing where shit at. Like, just like
that'll pass.
Yeah. Like, no, but it's like, okay, like it's certain like luxuries that you don't know is luxuries until you got till they gone, right? So like a Starbucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Houston, where we live in Houston, north side of Houston, every exit right the fuck off the free feeder is a Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks is
or Chick-fil-A, or Target.
Mm-hmm.
In Dallas, bro, like I live like maybe 2 miles from a Target. and 2 miles from a Kroger. My wife went into the Kroger. She was like, "Yo, they don't have no produce."
The fuck?
Like,
She went to the where? The Kroger?
She went to the Kroger and she's like, "Hey,
Nigga, what?
It has
They
like,
run out.
she's like, ain't no bananas, ain't no cucumbers, like she's like, it's no produce."
You sure? Or maybe all the lesbians just ran through there before she came in.
I don't know, but whatever. I'm
was a
pretty sure
joke,
it wasn't lesbians. It's the instant thoughts, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
The
yeah,
cloud
yeah.
chasers,
You're right.
bro.
Yeah, bro, they out here sucking all the veggies.
all the cucumbers.
Bro, you saw the one sucking the
Ain't
sucking the
consumed
gas,
that now.
the gas tank, sucking
Oh,
the
she
gas
spit
pump.
on the thing?
She put a condom on the gas pump and started sucking the gas.
I ain't
pump.
seen that one.
Lord.
I ain't seen that one.
Arrest
at
that
least
bitch. Arrest her.
At least she was being safe.
Right, but yeah, like
At least.
Y'all
I don't
nobody
know,
said
that
nothing about
bitch-
that part.
I don't know. I don't know.
Y'all just see the negative
Yeah, that
automatically.
bitch like some big red. She started firing her mouth. Nigga, that bitch, what you? That's the name of the gun. The cinnamon
Yeah, the
gun.
chewing
That
gum.
bitch chew that shit too fast. After that shit, she'll blow the
She
fuck
gonna
up.
ignite
nigga.
like a motherfucker.
That bitch flammable. Fuck out of here. She down that safe.
What else, bro? What happened? What happened to your holidays? That was Thanksgiving.
nigga, I was here for Thanksgiving.
When did you? Oh yeah, you left.
I left,
Okay.
I
Okay,
left
yeah,
the day
you
after
left later.
Christmas.
All right. Okay.
Did we
Yeah,
talk about
like
it?
it's just
We just ain't talked to this.
Yeah, we trying to just
like
make sure.
that, Dallas is cool. Like one thing I do like is when shit closer. Like it ain't a fucking trip to like go every fucking where.
Yeah, for sure. It's like 30
Bro.
minutes to go everywhere in Houston.
Like
Yeah.
if I want to go downtown, like bro, I went from and Lincoln might be the only one that can understand it. So I went from Addison
Mhm.
to Frisco.
Why?
I had to go to IKEA.
Okay. They have a big ass IKEA off the freeway. Like you can't miss that bitch.
Then I went to
all IKEA's big as
Are
hell.
they huge like that?
Yeah,
I mean,
nigga.
I don't know. I didn't
but
know
it's like a whole bunch of
shopped at
furniture,
IKEA.
Me
furniture
neither.
store. Then I went to Garland. Then I went to
Yeah.
Uptown, and it was like, bro, 15 minutes to like each place. In Houston
Yeah.
terms, that's like going from the Woodlands to like maybe Galleria.
Ew.
to Memorial.
Not that, not that
No,
bad.
I'm
That's
saying
not
like
that
I'm saying
bad.
I'm saying like no, I'm saying like that's like the different areas that you would have to go
Okay,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
everything accomplished. So how long that
Yeah,
would like that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
you're
How
right.
long it would
Nigga.
take to get to those separate areas. Like for me to get through Dallas was like 15 minutes. I was like, oh, I can go here.
Yeah,
Oh,
everywhere
it's-
you went was like right
Yeah,
in,
it's
in
like-
the road too.
So that's the one thing. And then they got In and Out. Sorry Houston. Sorry Texas people. Whataburger is trash. Just want to let y'all niggas
Oh,
know.
you said- Nigga be
That's
bugging.
cool to have that opinion, but In and Out is not better. Please
In-N-Out
don't
is
do that.
definitely
That's
better.
the
It's
most
not
basic
better.
shit in my.
In and Out is
better.
definitely better.
I said it's not better.
Oh,
In and Out is definitely better.
I
Bro.
thought you just go.
Whataburger
Smashburger is
got
better than
way
that. Five
more
Guys is
fucking
better than
Man, that's that.
Five Guys
Five
is
Guys
way better.
is not even in the same atmosphere as any burger place.
because they don't wear the paper hats.
No, I'm just saying Five Guys.
Because they not demeaning themselves. The food not
Five
good.
Guys is on a whole nother level. Like Five Guys and Shake Shack, it's just a whole nother level of burger.
Man, In and Out is
Whataburger,
cool. I
trash.
mean,
I haven't been impressed, but I wanna get the one that's canon to like the real thing. I wanna go like California. I don't want like no
yeah,
knockoff.
you're right.
Actually, because if I'm gonna judge it off that, then I'm gonna
Yeah, aren't
get
they
the fuck
supposed to
outta
be bringing like White Castle out here or something?
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
supposed to be bringing White Castle.
You went to the
I
In
just
and Out
seen
over
that
there?
shit.
To Texas?
Whatchamacallit?
Man, fuck
Yeah,
them.
bringing it in San Antonio, but yeah, they got an In and Out in Katy. I just went.
Yeah, Katy,
Yeah.
and then it's one in Fort Bend, I think.
It's
I
one.
just went to
It's one
the
probably like
Katy. It's
10,
alright,
15
it's
minutes
straight.
for me. I'm good on
That whole
that.
had a line like the club. They had the police out there and shit.
Yeah.
At In and Out?
Yeah, when they-
at
the
in
grand
Katy, 'cause
opening,
it's
they-
so
Oh, when they
new.
first. Okay.
But no, it was like a month after.
For real?
Yeah, niggas was wrapped around that
Because that
bitch.
shit is good.
They must have been giving.
It's because it's only one.
It's just that's why it's only one that is.
Bruh, the one by my
Millions of
house.
niggas is talking
It's
about
one by
that
my
shit.
house, bro. That shit always packed.
Because it's like only one.
No,
in
it's
like
not. No, it's
a
not.
20-mile radius.
No, it's not, bro. Not in Dallas. It's one on every corner in Dallas, bro.
Because I was in Austin. I ain't
It's a
never been
few.
in no line in Austin. Then I hear nigga, that shit was stupid.
But how y'all niggas doing, bro?
We good, bro. We straight. I like being back in town. Get to go see everybody.
It was familiar when I drove
Touch,
back in. I did have like I was like, damn, I kind of missed that shit.
It gets confusing. Like I stayed in Dallas a couple years and then came back here and I felt like I forgot everything and didn't know what shit was. Not to stay in.
Is
get used to
Dallas
shit again.
highway system really confusing, or just me because I'm not a member of the
No,
city?
it's simple.
I don't like that shit.
You got 20.
I don't like it either.
20 goes from Fort Worth to Dallas. That's Fort Worth, Arlington, Dallas.
I'm
Goes
talking
all
about how
through.
you on the freeway and then the lanes just split and then they're like going like in loopy loops and shit.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like that.
It's not difficult. It's just like Houston is like super simple. It's like super simplistic.
It's like if you're on a freeway, you need to get in this lane and it'll take you to that freeway. In Dallas, it was like the lanes was condensed and then each lane was doing its own thing and it take you to different loopy loops and
because you can.
Where were you?
I was
like
going
35. You can get on the tollway,
get on
or the expressway. Then if you go a different way, you can get on 35E. If you going straight, you can get on 635. So like I understand.
I didn't know if it was out of repetition or if it was real.
You just gotta. It's the same as Houston. You just gotta know which freeway goes where.
It's more freeways.
Goes over north of Dallas. 20 and 30 go connect.
I was
Dallas
just simply
to Fort
listening
Worth.
to the kind white lady give me. That was it, and I was like, bro.
Can you change that to like if I wanted a Latin woman to give me my directions?
There's alternatives. I don't know. I know there's I want to say I don't know if they're doing like an Alexa version of like Samuel L. Jackson and what's my girl from Insecure, Issa Rae. I don't know if that's like Alexa. I don't know if that's GPS.
Like turn left, nigga.
If it's Alexa, I ain't fucking with it.
I think it is more like Alexa than.
I want GPS. I want him. I want Samuel L. Jackson.
GPS.
I feel like that's the only reason.
I don't even
way
like.
I'm listen.
I don't like hearing my GPS.
I don't either.
No.
If it's
But if it's Samuel L. Jackson, I would do that shit for like a day.
Especially if you say motherfucker after every turn. Like,
You turn motherfucker.
I just told your dumb ass. I mean, you right. You know my dumb ass.
Rerouting. God damn.
I wouldn't have to be rewriting your dumb ass. Listen,
Nigga, why ain't you listening?
motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Jason, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Des,
Yes, sir.
I take it that we ready. Lincoln, are you prepared to pod today?
Yeah, I had to. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all was straight.
That's fair.
Test the weather.
Well, I guess it's on me. Y'all are tuned in to the OETKB podcast where we are old enough to know better and young enough not to give a fuck. Where do we jump in? I feel like we gave a nice little precursor, nice little preamble, nigga. We the people, nigga. We ready to get into it. You know, get into the meat and potatoes of this thing.
Yeah.
Do I have a lyric for today? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course we do. I don't know how much I give them. Do I? Maybe I'm just like my mother.
Yeah, sing that shit.
No, what's the line? Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. No. What's the line about his father?
You know they don't care about fathers like that.
Tubo, maybe I'm just like he said something about his mother being dissatisfied, and then
Well, she's a woman. That's always.
I feel like that was true to like his heart. I think she gave him great source material for that lyric.
Oh, for sure.
Look up the lyrics to When Doves Cry, bro.
Yeah.
I want to include the father, bro. I feel like we left out enough.
Yeah, maybe
So
I'm
for
just
this-
like my father. Yeah.
Okay, maybe
yeah.
I'm just like my
Yeah.
father.
Too bold.
Too bold, but I don't.
This
Sing that
gonna
shit,
sing,
nigga.
He gonna sing that
Sing
shit
that
as soon as
shit.
you say it. It's like church.
The whole point, I just didn't want to leave out the father, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That
We
was
just have
it.
to make sure we
I didn't want to leave that nigga out.
Yeah.
That's it.
We get left out too much.
Man, I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do they scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Ooh, doo doo, doo doo doo.
We gonna come in the next show with his ass out. Hey, kick that nigga off the
So
show.
why is this nigga walking and he's fucking
Why is he sparkling? Why does he have an aura now?
them fucking stilt things Jason got him coming here with them on and some chaps, nigga. And neck greasy than a bitch, nigga. From
That's
chemicals
so
in my
low.
hair, nigga.
I can only think about that nigga
Nigga
from
head
Chappelle.
flammable than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it. And like the same thing with Rick James. Like Rick James, not a real person. I think of Rick James is Dave Chappelle doing this shit here. I don't really know who Rick James is, bro. I see that nigga on the award show and I was like, who's this fake ass Rick James nigga?
He's like,
on
no, that's
stage?
the real nigga. Did he have like work done on his face?
I wouldn't put it past
possible.
none of them niggas, bro.
His face doesn't look proportionate. It looks like one side, or he had maybe like
You
Bell's
gotta-
palsy or some shit.
I don't know. It's just hard drugs, bro, and alcohol. What you them niggas you talking about?
can't go that
you talking
hard,
about
bro.
true day source material?
No.
Them niggas in the 80s? Them
Yeah,
niggas was
you right.
wildin'.
Yeah, I mean it evolved to killing and fucking each other's bitches. So
Yeah.
you know,
I don't
Niggas
know.
was doing regular
I'm
gang
not gonna
shit.
say that. It's a nigga. I want to say. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know if it was Sam Cooke or the nigga did it to Sam Cooke. There is a
Did it to
nigga.
Sam Cooke. You talking about Bobby Womack.
This nigga is a wild boy.
Yeah.
This nigga Bobby Womack. You talking about fucking each other bitches.
Hey man,
This
That
nigga,
nigga was
bro,
king.
this nigga Bobby Womack took this nigga Sam Cooke wife, wore this nigga Sam Cooke suit to his funeral,
yeah.
married his wife, left his wife for Sam Cooke's daughter.
Oh yeah, that nigga's a goat. Sorry.
You tell me the niggas out here is wilding today. All we are is fucking, who we got out here? Just the women out here breaking hearts like this. There's none of us is that savage. It's Lori Harvey and shit. That's it, nigga.
There's a couple of us that savage.
Who? Robert Kardashian?
No, Future, bro.
Future for sure.
I ain't never see Future. I ain't seen him like. Is he like?
Nah, bro.
Nah, he did
Any
take
nigga
out
that-
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah,
He did do Scottie Pippen. I was trying to look at like the victim of him, like not the,
Bro,
not
that
the
nigga,
women.
that nigga, the only nigga that beat the Chicago Bulls, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Delonte West.
Oh.
Delonte West should have died, bro. That
He
nigga
fucked
got,
up. He
that
did.
nigga, that
Hey,
way
he
he
did.
did. He got
No,
that
hey.
karma came back swift for that nigga.
But
bro.
that's not. How's that karma? Just
No,
'cause
no,
I
no,
fucked
no,
no, that's
one of
karma,
the
bro.
Most famous basketball players.
Mama, bro, that's karma.
She threw
bro.
it at me.
No, that's karma.
Bro, you know who
That's
else is
fucked up,
next,
bro.
bro?
Were they
Fizz,
friends?
Fizz is next, nigga.
Who?
Oh
Lil
yeah,
Fizz.
Fizz.
He got his.
Fizz
No,
gonna
I
be-
no, no,
got
no,
his. He ain't on tour.
I'ma
No,
tell y'all.
no, that's not good enough, bro.
Yeah, that's not.
Hey,
He still got a
this
show.
nigga, Jason Richardson, is one of
basketball player?
Yes, nigga. Did y'all know Jason Richardson got Steve Nash's wife pregnant, and he was fucking her for like a long ass time, and it wasn't until they had the baby and he came out black.
They played together.
Yes,
In
in
He,
Phoenix.
they said that he
Yes.
was older though.
No, this happened.
No, at that time Jason Richardson was a little older.
Not really.
Because he was young on the Warriors.
That's when he was dunk contest.
That's what he was.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like
That's like
So
03.
you letting this? Oh, well, I guess Steve Nash was older. They was about
even
the
more,
same. Yeah.
bro. That's
Okay, never mind.
insane. We talking about betrayals.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's nuts.
It's
Is
crazy.
Steve
What's
Nash
crazy?
still
Is
married to her?
I don't know.
probably, hey, that's crazy. You probably knew about it the whole time. Steve Nash knew. Like he knew. He was like, "Oh, I'm just not gonna
All
go in
it-
the room right now."
The nigga was you saying that nigga court vision is too good for him to have a blind eye to anything? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, did something happen to Tim Duncan wife?
Tim Duncan wife? No, it was Tony Parker was fucking with Brent Barry's wife, and he cheated on Evan Longoria with Brent Barry's wife. Don't ask me why I know all this shit. I know a lot about
Oh, I remember that.
a lot
bro.
about a little about
I
a
don't know
lot.
none of
That's
this.
why I'm good at
That's
podcasting.
the, bro, that's the ultimate way to break a dude down. Like that would kill a nigga. Just like a nigga I gotta see every day. Is,
Oh, bro,
is
I'ma
fucking
kill
my
him.
wife,
Bro.
fuck my wife. That
Bro.
hurt a nigga pride. That like that's
I got it,
really
bro.
niggas.
I'm in jail. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, for real.
I'm in jail.
No, honestly,
no,
no,
no.
I'm not in jail. The only time I know for sure I'm going to jail if something happened to my son. Somebody touched my son.
But when you
Well, I'm not at that
I'm
point.
going
See,
to
I
jail.
don't have a
Okay,
kid
so
yet.
so it's your
like
girl
the
for
closest
you?
person to my life right now is my wife.
I feel
Okay.
that.
So to
Okay.
so to be
I got you.
betrayed by that, bro, like
yeah, now I'm going to jail.
I'm going
Yeah.
to
And
jail.
I don't even.
Bro, like,
I'm pretty sure I go to jail for less. Like,
Like-
No, I know. I'm saying I probably would, but I know for sure. Like this is something like I have to.
but when you got that much money, I feel like for one, you should not be the one doing.
No, you got
certain
somebody.
Oh, yeah, you hired
you
me.
know somebody that's going
LeBron
to
could have paid me.
Yeah, I would have.
Hey, my
I
nigga.
would have snuck
But
that nigga.
not even like in currency, like in like courtside tickets or some shit. That nigga could have paid me in memorabilia.
I got these 3 jerseys.
hey,
huh?
that nigga LeBron did the Space Jam, but took that nigga like soul, Delonte West soul, bro. That nigga crazy.
Basketball in the case.
I have his
That nigga like next to an MVP trophy and some ball in a case.
I was just glowing like a
Fuck that nigga Delonte West, bro. That nigga deserve that shit, bro.
bro. I think he like homeless. or
Bro, I
something,
think the
man.
only nigga
Fuck,
that
or maybe that
I
was-
think the only nigga that did some whole shit that never got like karma was Kobe, bro.
No.
what
Karl
Kobe
Malone.
do?
Karl Malone deserves to burn in hell.
What Kobe do?
Kobe didn't rape that white lady.
No,
He
the
didn't.
Shaq shit though.
Oh yeah.
He snitched on her.
Yeah. This is what he said. He said, I should have just paid her off like Shaq does.
That nigga there, wow.
You don't know what you don't know what that means.
You don't throw a
come
nigga
on.
under the
But no,
bus.
he-
You don't know what that
He
means.
threw that nigga
You don't know, but you know what that means.
What was the line before that? I need context.
He was getting questioned by like the police. It was about that rape case. And that nigga just wasn't like we know Kobe not built for that.
Oh, of
So
course.
if you interrogate a nigga about, like, I'm not giving him a pass. Because we all know Kobe don't pass. So
that nigga don't
not
fight
finna
either.
get
Who
one-
was the
he
dude?
not
That's,
finna- Chris Childs beat
Chris Childs beat
two
the
people.
on your bitch ass.
I understand why Kobe did what he did. He not built for that. He been in the NBA since he was 17 years old. He grew up in fucking
Overseas is
Italy or some shit
Italy
like
or some
Italy,
shit.
yeah.
He don't the same code and principles. He don't subscribe to that shit. That's nigga shit. That Kobe really ain't really. He nigga by complexion and not by culture. And I don't mean to disrespect Kobe like that. I don't know.
I don't give. Nah,
you
fuck
get-
that nigga.
You get what I'm saying?
What
Like,
you mean?
he
You
not-
scared to disrespect? You already see the nigga can't fight.
Because I'm not going to insult nobody. I'm not. Who am I to judge
Somebody's
nigga's
hero.
blackness? You know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's
Yeah.
not my place.
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying is he ain't.
But you ain't apologizing because you scared of the nigga.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I duffed the nigga for you. If you want me to.
Like I'm not. I feel like I'm not in the position to question nobody's blackness. I'm not the barometer for African Americanism. But I understand why that nigga said what he said. I don't agree with it. I don't condone it. But our metrics is different of what we think.
That's still. I
Yeah,
guess.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Damn. Where were we?
That's fucked up though. You can't.
Oh,
just...
Karl Malone's
No,
a
that's
piece
what
of
I'm about to
shit.
ask you.
Yeah, Karl Malone's a piece of shit.
What the fuck he do?
Karl Malone, when he was like 18, he got a 13-year-old pregnant. He was like out here raping bitches. He don't claim any of his kids. There's
Damn, for real?
That's fucked up. This is my mama's favorite basketball player.
Cheryl Ford is Karl Malone's daughter. There's also an NFL tackle that's like Karl Malone has like 10 semi kids he want nothing to do with. When Cheryl Ford when her mom was like struggling, like did a birth the fraternity test, found out it was his son or his daughter or whatever. I don't know which kid it was.
Cheryl Ford?
Cheryl Ford, that's Karl Malone's daughter. But the kid that he raped when he was like in college and she was 13, when he went to the NBA, he like sued them for defamation or some shit.
Defamation of character?
For trying to like
accusing him of rape?
Yeah, not accusing him of rape. They wasn't trying to take him going to jail. They were just saying like, hey, that's like acknowledging that he was the father. Like, help us. We poor. We ain't got shit. They like from Alabama, like on some like country, like they ain't got shit.
Yeah.
And the nigga was paying like a couple $100 in child support. I bullshit you not. And then sued them niggas and like gagged them and don't take care of none of his kids.
God damn.
Dog.
It's like bad.
Is he
like,
the first nigga to get an NBA contract and will get his first NBA contract after 35?
Wait, reword that?
Is he was the first he came into the when did he come in?
Karl Malone?
But that nigga was old as shit.
Karl Malone. Karl Malone actually played for like 25 years.
Nobody knew his name.
Karl Malone won an MVP at 35.
Yeah.
He's the oldest nigga ever to win an MVP.
Him and Jordan.
He's second in the all-time scoring. Niggas don't know Karl Malone got buckets.
Yeah.
That
nigga
fucking
looked
pick and
when
roll.
at that time he was MVP.
It's because he worked in that fucking system where he was the vocal point of offense. And Stockton just had to pass shit and ball. So Stockton racked up
Stockton was
assists
old
and
as
then
shit, too.
he racked up points. Them niggas is butt. Them niggas is trash. Jordan,
Yeah, for real.
Jordan is the GOAT for putting bum ass niggas in their places. All niggas in that era is awful.
They're not all.
Not all.
It's like 3 niggas that's not awful. Dead ass.
I think a lot of niggas in that era would be better today than they was in that era.
I think more niggas today, everybody talking about like LeBron soft and he this and he that, as if the nigga that's 280 pounds would take advantage of the skill set if they called the game the way they did back then.
I mean, he is soft.
He's only soft because that's the game is soft. If you gave LeBron the freedom to go across the nigga shit,
To like put an elbow on him.
I think he was more aggressive when Delonte wasn't fucking his mother. After that happened,
Bro,
he
that
was just
nigga
like,
has
I don't
no
want any
talent.
contact.
That nigga's a crackhead under the streets of Dallas, bro.
That's fucked up.
you gonna run it. You
You got it, yeah.
You gonna run into
Hey,
him.
I throw that nigga a couple dollars though.
No, I'm not.
LeBron, I mean, look at what happened to him.
Nah, fuck that.
He ain't even, LeBron, I would just left him hanging, bro.
Hey, if one of us, what you gonna do?
That's different.
No, it's not.
That's
Same principle.
Were they cool?
They were teammates.
They were teammates.
Were they cool?
They
I've been cool with I have a lot of
I don't know.
teammates that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if they had one of them special handshakes that LeBron got with anybody.
Thank you.
If you take
if
the
they don't
time,
have if they ain't got no handshake, ain't no footage of no handshake, them niggas wasn't cool.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be footage.
If LeBron fuck Kyrie mama right now, would we be mad at LeBron?
Nigga,
As LeBron?
yes.
he was a filthy nigga.
He's a filthy nigga.
He don't
bro.
even like the nigga.
It ain't even like of all you still thinking of like your Rolodex of knowing like 20, 30 bitches. These niggas go on a world tour.
Every year. Okay, you're right.
Bruh, he got Rihanna throwing the pussy at him.
Who?
And LeBron.
Oh,
And he's
she wasn't throwing.
And I'm
She
not
was
even
just
talking about
looking.
nigga
No,
like
she's throwing-
I'm
she's
not even talking
definitely
about
throwing
like
the
a
pussy.
nigga
She's
like
thinking about it.
She was just looking.
LeBron. I'm thinking about the 12th man on the bench. He got the same
That nigga got that
opportunity.
nigga.
Yeah.
He got
He
a
on that
couple.
same
He got a
world tour.
few less bitches, but he still got.
Bruh, he got what we would consider A+ bitches like lined up, bruh.
Yeah.
You know how much residual pussy just from being around
Just from
LeBron?
being around there, like Jared
Yeah,
Dudley, bruh.
you're right.
Jared Dudley clean
He should
up.
not get any pussy
Bro,
ever.
I guarantee
Boy,
you,
that nigga
Jared-
probably smooth as fuck.
Hey, I don't know.
That nigga get that one that's just waiting outside.
That nigga got a
Like,
pit
hey,
bull
so,
face.
Like,
you
bruh.
trying to have floor seats next week?
he gotta do that. He gonna get bitches the skybox up there. He got man, them niggas I just made. Just the thought of bitches. Whatever. I won't talk bad about bitches. I love bitches.
We gotta have when we get that sound. We gotta have a meter, a bitch meter.
We're supposed to
Countdown,
do better.
bitch, countdown.
Yeah, we starting off pretty bad. But
Not
yeah.
we, nigga. I haven't said bitch one time. You said bitch 73 times.
Y'all nigga, we a collective. See, stop doing that shit because I feel like
Ain't no eyes weak, nigga.
Nah, nigga, that ain't no way.
when
You get a counter, I get a counter. Your counter gonna be like 15
nigga
because
sound
you
like
prone to
the
save a
government
little
right
more.
now.
My counter gonna be like 4.
but I love bitches way
This
more
counter
than you
ain't gonna
do.
say shit.
It's gonna say like 2.
Nah, you don't even. You
But
probably
does my love for him mean anything? Like
Nah,
does my heart
because
feel?
a bitch doesn't really mean anything. Because y'all women get to pick and choose who says it. Like gay do. If we were gay and we said bitch, it'd be cool.
I just wanted the record to show that my heart is pure. And you know, niggas like, oh, I don't love these hoes. I do.
I do. They know. They know. Shout out to y'all.
So that's just
That's an Outkast song.
just for the just for the
Andre's top
record to
5.
show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's get into today's bag. When Doves Cry. I don't know why I thought that would be a good name for this episode, but I kind of wanted to pry and like try to peel back some of the layers of the emotional aspect dimension of, I guess, manhood. I know we did our definition of a man where we kind of constructed, what it means to be a man, but I kind of want to dive into a little deeper just that aspect of manhood, because I think the machismo, manliness, masculine, macho shit is easy to depict, to describe. I think that emotional, more vulnerable side, whether it be through experiences or things that we felt, I think that is less frequently shared. So I'll set the tone. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Y'all have heard this story before, and it's just because of we've been shooting this thing we do for quite some time, and just on the previous episodes that won't ever come out. I kind of
We'll release them one day.
You think so?
We should.
Archive episodes.
Like, but they
Just
don't
good.
sound that good to me.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
That's
That's
the
the
whole
point.
point.
Like, we're not even gonna edit them or nothing. Just drop this shit.
That shit sounds.
Like Kendrick's unreleased.
Like the
No,
Untitled.
but see, that untitled unreleased is like untitled, like unmastered unreleased for like superstar nigga. This shit sounds
But I'm saying this is
better.
when we become superstar niggas,
but
and then it'd be like, oh, this is where they came from.
but that shit that like unfinished product is better than how many niggas finished product. I'm just saying,
talk that shit, nigga.
I'm just saying, our shit was like trash, like for real. It wasn't like Kendrick Lamar, like, oh, these are scraps, this is trash shit. Because that shit was like fire still.
But I mean, then niggas are better to appreciate the shit we got now.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, that shit was trash. But you made a good
But
point.
you
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all didn't release that shit.
Man, when you got content, I don't ever think you waste content.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just know one day, nigga. How about that? One day, nigga. One day we gonna trick somebody to buy it off us, like the Wu-Tang.
Like the Wu-Tang shit?
Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
we gonna cash
I fuck
out.
with that.
We gonna cash out, and the nigga's gonna be pissed.
$1 million episode.
Or if we ever sound like a contract, they be like, yeah, you need about 20 podcasts, and we like 15 in.
What?
And we like, we got 15 in. Hey, Jason, we gonna
put Frank Ocean on.
We gonna pull a Frank Ocean. We gonna pull a Frank Ocean. All right, I'm with it. All right, so one of the stories I told in one of those episodes is pretty much kind of like my breakthrough. all my life, and I kind of alluded to it within the 12, 13 episodes that we've released thus far. I've been kind of emotionally aloof for most of my life. Like I love people, I care about people, I do for people. I'm invested in folks are invested in me. But there was this, I don't know what or why triggered it, but I've had this barrier up that is like made me emotionally unavailable for so long. I'm talking about I've lost loved ones, friends, family, a whole bunch of traumatic shit, and it hurts, it bothers me, but I don't it was so long since a tear fell down my eye. I think the last time before this moment, before this story I'm about to get into happened, I guarantee it was like 15 years between the last time I cried. It's just weird because even like yesterday, I was in a car with my daughter, and she telling me how she want to go to the mall, which today
get makeup or something.
She wants to buy shit that she can go sell. That's her whole premise. She not going to
flip it. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like I got emotional because I remember when I was in her age, like in third grade, I used to sell.
You gotta sell
this
cakes.
nigga.
No, I was selling Dragon Ball Z pictures.
Oh, I thought you were
like people used to collect Dragon Ball Z like in a folder in the back. I would sell pictures. This was before niggas had smartphones. Like even a color printer was rare, so I used to get that shit off. I would go. My grandmother was a college professor. We used to spend a lot of time on the weekends. She used to have to copy her own test and shit. And she was fuck. I don't know why the fuck. That sounds crazy shit.
What?
Having to copy, like produce your own papers and shit. She was at U of H.
Yeah.
Like so, she was
especially back then. Yeah.
It wasn't even that. There
was a 90s.
No,
it was like 2000s.
Like early 2000s.
I thought you was talking about like
it's 2000 to be exact.
I'm sure some of them still.
But at the time, I didn't think that was like crazy. But I used to help her like put together her test. I probably even failed a couple of niggas because I used to grade the test too. I used to grade the test. She used to give me her master sheet, and I used to just go through the scan try and make sure it's right. If it was wrong, I put an X on it. Anyway, I used to take the money she gave me, go print out all the Dragon Ball Z pictures I could within like that window, and I come to school, I sell them hoes, and I sell them, from $2 to $5, and I would get bank in the third grade. So it was that was like when I heard her tell me how she was finna go get some bread. Yeah. I was like, "Fuck, I was man.
Like, you finna lick my nigga?"
I was like, that shit. Like I was down like at the red light. She in the back. She just telling me, and I got quiet. She's like, "Daddy, you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, nigga." I was like,
"Picture her riding with you." You're like, "Daddy, are we about Olympic Mall?" Yeah. Hit that corner right there. Hey, yo!
I was like, who you gonna sell this to? And she kind of was like, well, she had like a clientele.
Yeah, I got that shit set up.
I was like, fuck, man. And shit like, I was damn near in tears. As opposed to something like silly as that, as to like a gap of like 15 years. And even when I had, at the time I had kids already. I just still had that wall up. So, damn, I don't know how much I can, because it's personal to me, and I don't mind telling the story in regards to me, but I kind of walk on a little eggshells in regards to other people involved. So I'm gonna paint the picture, and hopefully I can be as vivid as possible without. All right, so there was a situation. Damn, I don't think I can get into the bag without getting all the way in the bag.
You have to. The whole point.
Like
you just talked about being transparent, nigga.
But it's not. It feel like if it's my business to tell.
You don't have to use names.
It's only one or two people.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you know the story.
God damn, I don't know what you're talking about, nigga. Tell the story, nigga.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna chalk it up to I'm gonna talk it up to mental health awareness, bro. If I get in trouble about it later, then fuck it, I just get in trouble about it. I think hopefully somebody learns from the story that I'm sharing today or can relate to it and don't ignore the issues they're going through. Okay, so after my youngest child was born, her mother had postpartum bad. I did not know at the time what it was. I heard of it before. I thought honestly it was like a myth. not a myth, but like something physical.
Yeah.
Like post-op type shit, like the process, like the vagina closed or some shit like that, or like something goofy. Like that's how far from what it is to where I thought it was. I thought it was like post operation type shit, post baby type shit, to where like your healing process physically. I didn't know it was your healing process in that dynamic mentally. So she had it. I didn't know what to do with it, how to handle it. Even, and I should have, even I think, anywho, I didn't know what to do with it at all. And so to be honest, I was kind of, like, I kind of not ignored it, but like I didn't take offense to it. I would always feel like, she tripping. Let me get out of the way. Oh, let me get her, and let me give her space. Get this and get that, and just like give her
ice cream or something.
Yeah. I'm not gonna ask her what's wrong. I'm not gonna ask her this. I'm just gonna give her the time she needs to get back on track. Because of that, obviously, if you're a woman out there, you will realize like how drastically I fucked up, and it kind of manifested into her feeling like I'm alone anyway. Why not be alone? Fuck this. Fuck you. And like I always tell y'all all the time, I really thought that if I could just keep my dick to myself and be loyal, that I would have no relationship problems, because
nah, bro,
I'm a good dude.
It's way more than that.
Nah, I had no clue. So she hit me with this shit, and I like, of course, I'm not trying to ask her a bunch of shit, because I don't want, because she's not able to process this shit, and I know when I do try to talk to her about it, I don't really feel like I'm getting anywhere. So for me, it's best that I just kind of keep my peace and stay away from the arguments and this, that, and the third. And I just kind of like let her figure her shit out on her own until she gets... Because in my mind, I'm thinking she's stressed out with the baby. Like, oh, she been with the baby all day. So I'll come in, I just take the baby. Mm-hmm. And it was bad because she took to me. Like she'll give her mama shit, cry, scream, scratch, everything. I come in,
it comes to you.
It's a wrap. Everything different. Like she took to me. And so I didn't understand like how postpartum works, where like you may not feel like you have like a bond with your kid. Mm-hmm. You may not feel like it's a bunch of different nuances and shit. Like I had no idea until after the fact. So fast forward to where I become the real meat and potatoes of the story. So she gets to that point to where she like wants nothing to do with me or the relationship, and I still feel like I did nothing wrong. And so I'm getting ready for work one morning. And damn. I get ready for work one morning, and she pretty much telling me how she like wants to leave, and when I get back or some shit, like she gonna be gone or some shit like that. And so we arguing. I'm late or whatever. I finally get to work. Matter of fact, I take my kid and I take her to my mom because my mom's gonna watch her that day. I'm talking to my mom about what happened. Yeah, she bugging. She needs somebody to talk to. She really don't have, that support system she need. The people that around her really can't relate to her, like me included. The other people around her are young, and they have not experienced life outside of a very, I don't feel like she has no one that can console her, but they can't relate to her experiences yet. And because of that, she's not getting the information she needs. So I'm breaking it down to my mama. I am fine. I get my baby to my mom, show my baby in, and then I see at the time was the guy who was like over me, but not like my boss, but just somebody like who had more tenure than me, more rank than me. Mm-hmm. And like I'm late, so I'm like, fuck, hey, man, let me explain to you why I'm late. And I began to tell him, and we were all a very, very close group. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I was actually giving him information like, hey, this was going on with me right now. I wouldn't just be late for no bullshit reason. I respect, you do. And I was giving him what was going on. And when the words like came out of my mouth, like she's like trying to leave with the kids. When I said that shit, like by the time I finished the sentence, my voice started to crack. And nigga, it was like, I didn't pass out or anything, but I felt like I was like on the outside looking at myself. Cause it's like, nigga, like control your shit. Like get it together. But everything I kept saying, every word that came out became like, I went from like I don't know, my speaking voice is a tenor. I went all the way to fucking
To the
soprano,
dream?
like I was, yeah, nigga. I
The
hit
dream
a
is a whole nother
falsetto, nigga. I was talking, and then shit just escalated. Now I could just feel it, like you about to, and before I knew it, bro, the nigga just grabbed me, bro. Look,
He embrace you, my
look,
nigga.
I was sitting there crying in this grown man room, and it was like I felt myself about to cry, but it's like I'm not about to cry.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cry, nigga. It's like, and look, and so his ass, a white guy, just like picks me up, and we like in the drive out. So it's like, you know, on a big glass window.
Yeah.
There's people working doing their job as well as people like guest customers.
Yeah.
And so like he like picks me up and he's like, bro, it's okay. And he tells me like he like instantly knew exactly what I was dealing with because he experienced some shit like that. And it's like, of all people, he was probably, I'm not gonna say we weren't close, but as far as like personal, I think I knew at least about him, and he knew the least about me in our entire office. And I really feel like he was supposed to be there. No bullshit. Because like out of everybody, he was like, no, nigga, I know. And like before I'm telling him this shit, and he like grabs me, and I'm like, fuck. And he's like, go home.
Yeah.
Go home. I still can't even fucking process what the fuck going on. I can't believe I'm getting sent home for having a fucking breakdown at work. I don't know what the fuck this water shit coming in from my face. I can't even process it.
That's
At
crazy
all.
hearing that from you, because just growing up with you would, like you said, you just emotionally unavailable. And I was wondering, like, I wonder how this is going to affect him. Like, because I got all my emotional bullshit, like soft shit out like in my younger years. So now I'm at the age where I can control the shit. If something happened like that, you know, I can go back. I guess it's just repetition.
But see, I don't even think it was like. But to me, it wasn't a front. It wasn't an act.
No, not a front. just how you were raised. Y'all weren't super emotional like that. Like super. Not emotional. Maybe that's not the word I want to use.
But no, it is.
But you know what I'm saying? Like y'all weren't like, my family was all hugs. You greet somebody, hug, kisses. I love you. I love you. I miss you.
It's weird because it's like aunties and like other people. There's the energy. But like I'm 28 years old. My mom's like one of my best friends. She has never told me she loved me.
Yeah, and that's part of it, bro.
But it's like I'm wired different to like, why do I need to hear that when she shows?
Because you human.
But I don't need certain.
You think you don't need it, bro?
Think you don't need? Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He's talking about it at that time.
Even kinda to this day, to where I really feel like everyone would agree, actions speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. But there are certain affirmations which I'm learning now that need to be put out there that help you navigate.
The words are energy too. Just like you seeing somebody and that going to your subconscious and you performing that same act. When you hear something, you act that shit out.
Yeah.
You if somebody tell you a demon your whole life, like you saw what happened to Rotimi. But that shit was the worst. Somebody tell you ever, bro.
So
I'm gonna keep watching. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm fully invested.
Hey, my partner be hitting me like, "Hey, bro, you see Power?" I'm like, "Bro, why do you watch this shit?"
I have to.
No, bro, I watch it too because I gotta see it through.
Yeah,
I gotta see it through.
I ain't never
what
started
happened.
it. I
It's
ain't
all-
never watched none of that.
Bro,
First 2-3 seasons
no,
are some of
it's-
the best TV ever.
For real.
The last like 2 seasons, you're like, bro, what? Like,
Bro.
it's like what? It's not even the same. Like it's like niggas forgot how to act.
Bro, they just didn't care. Bro. Like I got
Bro, it's
paid
hilarious.
already.
Hey,
But that shit is real.
That nigga dipped on the FBI with the whole
And
like,
punched
hey,
the bitch in the face. And
no, my nigga was like,
I gotta pee.
Bro, how the fuck do you dip protective custody from the FBI?
I think it's trolling. I think they're trolling us. Because none of this shit would ever happen.
Because what's my nigga name? El Chapo? I'm pretty sure. How many times Chapo got that shit off?
Man.
No, Chapo just let them know what's
That
good. Like,
nigga
hey,
Chapo,
yo, let me go. I'm gonna kill your family.
That nigga said I
Pretty
gotta
much.
pee, and then they look the other way, and it's a big ass hole.
Oh, right there.
Fuck you,
They tell that.
bro, this shit power is goofy as fuck now.
But no, that shit was. I took that from there. That was real. That's real. You tell somebody something long enough, it'll start to affect them. They'll become that. Or some people just need the words to I guess to associate them with the action. Yeah, you can show you love somebody all day, but if I don't know how to express it with my words, it could harm me at some point, or it could hinder me, I guess. Like right now, I'm with my son. I ask him questions like that I make him like talk about his feelings. Like if he get mad, I'm like, yo, why the fuck you swinging me? Like, why'd you try to hit me? He's like, I don't know. I was mad. Like, nah, why were you mad? Why you think that's cool to hit somebody? And you just like break it down.
And it's so funny because the way I parent my kids is nothing like I was raised.
Yeah.
I like make sure. Hey, have you told your mom you love her today? You told mama she pretty, go give mama a hug over there. I may not do that all the time. I may not show her that energy, but I make sure that the kids fun. Like I use my kids as like they know, and so my kids is, and it's funny, bro, because my youngest child, bro, I swear to bro, she different. But like she's 2 now. Her first year of life, she wouldn't tell anybody she loved them. She wouldn't give anybody any kisses. Like she just wasn't affectionate. Mm-hmm. She was stern. I'm like, fuck, she's just like me. And I'm like, I didn't quit. It was persistent. Yeah. She's like the biggest motherfucking like she wake you up kissing you. Like that's how she is now. But it's like, fuck, I gotta get her out of that because she gonna be like I was, and that's just not good. Yeah. But in my I'm not an emotional nigga, even to this day.
Nigga,
so
all niggas are emotional.
Some niggas are emotional. Some niggas can't. I'm just not one. But it helps me with my decision making processes at all time. But it also takes away like my empathy. Like I remember going to see the movie Southpaw. I don't know. You ever seen Southpaw? Jake Gyllenhaal. I thought that was the stupidest shit I ever saw in my life. Because every single thing that happened bad to him, he was responsible for in some form or fashion. Yeah. Everything cause and effect. Because you started the fight in the after the press conference, the fight broke out and your wife got shot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Damn, now your wife dead. I'm gonna feel bad for you because your wife dead. Yes, I am. But then now it's like, oh, your daughter. Like, oh, so you gonna get up in front of the judge and come in drunk and high and shit, cuss the judge out. Oh, now you lose your daughter. I'm supposed to feel bad for you because you
lost your daughter.
Fucking turn at the daughter and got you, turn at the judge. And so I look over and her ass crying in the movie. I'm like, what? Why we feel bad for this guy? Do you see this?
It doesn't matter,
like,
bro.
That's just how I'm wired to where I'm thinking everything is cause and effect.
But that's got to be crazy, like, especially growing up with daughters. I mean, honestly, I probably want my daughter to be, like, super tough and not emotional or as emotional. I don't know. I guess it's cool, but I guess growing up with a son is different. But you growing up with daughters is funny to me, just because I know how you were with emotions and I don't know. I guess you have a kid,
it's just
period.
Weird. It's just weird because when you say how I was with emotions, it's kind of like saying like as if I was like handling them any kind of way. It's because I wasn't handling them.
That's what I was saying.
It's just like
the
shit wasn't existing to me. It was like, Like it's like, not important. I handle emotions like a business transaction. I'm dead ass.
Like quid pro quo?
Somewhat. Yeah. It's like I don't register it like it's a real thing. I register it without a feeling. Most of the time. There's feeling there, but it's like, okay, is this worth it to me? Is this in my best interest?
I think that's really common. Like as far as men, I don't think it's like because growing up as a dude, you cry, you're seen as soft, so you kind of condition yourself to control those emotions. It's just being younger. Older, it's cool to express. I don't know. I guess is it older? Is it cool? Hey, bro, the older you get,
I think it's just cool. It's more accepted. Because I'm gonna tell you the last time I cried. Last time I cried was maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I cried in front of a room of people. I cried at work. My last day of work before I transferred. But no, like I cried.
Did your mouth turn upside down?
No. But like my eyes was red and it was like a shit ton of tears, and I needed like a tissue.
As long as you can control your mouth, it ain't like a boo hoo. Once you can't control your mouth, and it's like
I told you, my nigga picked my shit up off the floor. Nigga.
It's like yeah, take your mouth and go home. Go get some rest. You need your mouth falling off.
Yeah, this shit was bad.
But I think we all conditioned like that to some point.
But see,
I don't know. I don't remember when.
I really don't know if it's conditioning. The last time I cried up until that point, and I'm past it, is when my grandmother, not my great grandmother, because when my great grandmother died, I didn't cry. It's like it was of course it was a process. Mm-hmm. So I knew it was coming. I had mentally prepared myself, and I just remember looking in the mirror and be like, okay,
yeah,
it's real now. But when I was like, I think my mom's mom died when I was like 11 or 12, and I don't know why. I remember crying to go like view her body, and when I kissed her forehead, and that shit was cold. I bullshit you not. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be cold. I don't know why nobody warned me. I don't know why nobody told me, hey, don't do that shit. But I just that was it for me, and I think that shit was like.
Well, that's justified. I'm talking about just being able to cry, watch a movie and cry.
Nah,
that's not acceptable. Like if I went to,
I don't think you in touch with your emotions, bro.
No, he's not, bro. Not like that.
You can't cry and watch a movie. I literally teared up the other day. I don't remember what I was watching. Like Hunger Games or some shit.
No, I
teared up with some shit.
The last time something I seen visually that was like powerful to me. Two things. One movie. It was called Seven.
Lucky Number 7.
No, it's just called Seven. It's about a black girl. It's a book that turned into a movie, and it's about like a family. And it's like police brutality type thing. She watches her boyfriend get killed.
Oh, that one.
Like he grabbed for his brush.
And that just came out.
No, not recently.
You talking about Queen and Slim?
No. It's one. Yeah,
Seven's been out for almost a year.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. So that movie, and then I watched there was a video on Facebook where a little boy, his older brother got out of jail, and they like showed his like them reunited.
That shit makes me emotional. That shit gets me, bro.
Hey,
that shit. I don't even watch them hoes on Facebook no more.
Hey, that shit, and that was probably.
When the dad be in the military and shit, yeah. I can't do none of those.
That shit didn't hit me like that.
They don't hit me like that, but it's still, I'll drop a tear on that shit. I'll be like,
coming home from jail is like, I feel that. Like, I remember my uncle coming on. I'm like,
and it was a young dude and it was a young boy. And the way that kid was like responding, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. But that shit did it to me.
But for us to tear up on something like that, why was that not cooler growing up? Like
I don't think it would. I don't think it was not cool. I just think it was just like
Jim Jones made it cool to cry. Cause I think he still put in some work, but the nigga, we seen him cry a few times.
I think growing up, I don't think you couldn't cry. I just don't think we was exposed. I think the stuff that we was crying about back then was looked at as bad. Like if you think about all the stuff,
like what
if you think about all the stuff that we cried about as kids, it was like, oh, okay, we got in trouble. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, we couldn't do something. We couldn't do something.
Yeah.
Or we wanted something and we couldn't get it. Or we might have like failed and like cry and was like hurt, like, but you gotta get back up. Like I don't think we cried about anything that was like. I don't think I can't ever sit here and say like, hey, and when I thought about it, that it was something that I should have been crying about, and somebody told me not to cry.
I don't remember anyone ever telling me when it was okay to cry.
But nobody ever told us when it wasn't. But
that's what I'm saying. They never said when.
But that's what I said. But if you ever think about what you cried about and what we got, like when they was like, hey, stop that crying shit. Right?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it was some shit that nowadays you be like, you know what, yeah, I probably shouldn't have cried about that.
I feel like with dudes it's different.
More whining.
I feel like me growing up, I don't feel like it was just anything you cry about. Like, nigga, why you crying? You're a boy. Like, suck that shit up.
Give me an example. Go back and think about it. Go back and think. Okay, think about a time that you felt like you should be crying.
No, I'm not saying I should or shouldn't have been. I'm saying as a boy, I feel like growing up, it was that they had that mindset. Like, as I'm raising a little boy, you're not gonna be soft, so you ain't crying about nothing.
Yeah, and then the crying about nothing probably won't be said. but then you'll just think about the last time you did cry and how that was handled.
Yeah.
So it's just
it's like a trained behavior.
Yeah.
And so
for sure.
and that's why I said like when I sat down and thought about it, I can't like I always had that perception of like, hey, we all have it. Like stop that crying shit. But then when I thought about it, it was like, okay, it was more so looked at as whining. Like you whining because you couldn't get this. You whining or you crying because you couldn't get this. You crying. Like it was never like, hey, somebody died and you shouldn't be stop that crying shit. Like, yeah, you have to be, we're looked at as men. We should be sometimes be stronger, for our moms or, for our daughters or, for our wives or girlfriends at the time, to help them through it. But in terms of me saying like, hey, the people telling me stop crying, I thought about it, I was like, it was a lot of times it was just me whining like a whole ass nigga.
But when is crying justified? Because there's a lot of people still raising their kid like that. Like I'm raising a little boy. He ain't crying over nothing. When I whoop his ass, he better not cry. You stop crying.
Then there's certain things like, let me give you something to cry about.
Yeah,
it's like my nigga.
Because today
that's a mama.
Today is like you gave me reason to cry, and this is not worthy enough to shed tears right now.
For real, like damn, when is it? Because today, what's important to us wasn't important to us as when we were younger, right? You cried when you were leaving a job, leaving people that you cared about.
Yeah,
you cried when your family might have been leaving. Yeah. I cried watching a fucking movie. When I was younger. Which one of those, which one is justified? Because you could say
all of them are justified.
So why is it not okay?
It's because I think as we just get older, we just starting to realize that
because at the end of the day, it's something that you either had hopes for or something you wanted and you were disappointed. Is that not reason enough to cry?
Yes and no. Yes and
explain.
Like you can be disappointed, right? Mm-hmm. But in your disappointment, it's levels of disappointment, right? Mm-hmm. For me, right? If my dad used to tell me he was gonna come see me in Maryland all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And nigga would never show up.
Did you cry?
I cried, right?
And it was cool.
It was cool, right? If I had a son and my baby mama or my wife told me, hey, your son cried because you didn't fulfill a promise that he was looking for. Mm-hmm. I can accept that.
Yeah,
but
can you accept it because it was your fault and it was?
And then my son had an expectation of me, and I didn't live up to that expectation in that moment. Mm-hmm. Right? Those are certain things I can understand. But my son, we in Target and he want a toy, and I tell him no, and he start crying because he's not getting his way. I think that's totally different.
For sure.
And I think that's where, when I sat down and I thought about all the stuff that, even my family, my cousins and all that stuff told me bro, stop that crying shit. It was about more so me crying, not about me crying. It's about me. I was whining about not getting my way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. And I think that's when we hear that as kids, we're not
able to decipher the difference.
We can't distinguish what they're saying. We just think, I'm a boy. Stop crying. Mm-hmm. And we carry that shit on until we get older and we get in a relationship or some shit. We don't know how to deal with our emotions.
But my issue is the people who give us those ideas and those values. Either our parents, it's still parents right now that still have those same values. Like, I'm raising a son and he ain't gonna be crying and being so.
But that's fine. But I think what we have to do better at is just distinguishing of what we say. Hey, you're and I don't think you should say you're a boy. Hey, stop crying because you're not getting your way.
Yeah. Even with me and my daughters, I had one of the best talks I had with my oldest, man. It was so I was like, fuck. That's when you had those moments to where you feel like you doing something bigger than yourself. Like you are being a good parent, and you don't get those often. You don't get those pats on the back, but you have to see,
especially fathers.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. I wish somebody. Where the fuck did I pull that from? Those be the moments for me. It's like, nobody gave me that. Yeah. And I was able to get across there. It's like, hey, you're crying. That is fine. Why? Because your tears aren't going to be a solution. So we need to talk through these issues, be able to identify these problems. But, we have to stop crying in order to do that. So if we could keep crying until you're done. But once you're done and you're ready to figure this out, we have to do some backtracking so we don't, end up in this position again. And it was exactly what she needed to hear. And we was able to talk through the problem that she had, and it's so funny because she's like a little fucking me because she was like, this obvious as fuck. Like she was upset that somebody was putting themselves in a worse position. Like they weren't taking heed to what she was saying. She was giving them advice. She was dead right, but somebody was just doing it another way, like bumping their head. And she was getting so frustrated that they just wouldn't listen to her, and they playing her like she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
Oh, that's yeah.
And she was like so mad that somebody.
She that frustrated mad.
Yeah, it was like it was like frustration. And after we talked through it, she was like, okay, and I put her in the person she was talking about, like, hey, you do this all the time. I don't infringe on, your thought process or how you come up with the decisions you make. You got to give people that same freedom. And she was like, fuck, you right. But it was like, I was like, fuck. I was like, I did it. And I was like, I had one of those moments where I was like proud, but like, as far as me, I don't know what the fuck, like, it's like day and night as far as my parenting and the way I'm able to communicate. You always say your parents are gonna teach you what you I don't know what the fuck.
They'll teach you I guess you pick and choose what you want to use.
As much as they teach you, and
they'll teach you what not to do.
Complete opposite.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like that empty void of like, I'm very aware, whether it be consciously or subconsciously, of like all the shit I did not get and receive, and somehow I'm able to like pour that shit as if I'm like a scholar in it into my daughters. But I don't know.
Everybody's not as conscious as that though. We still got people who are still growing up.
But like I said, some of it's subconscious.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
even like what Des? Oh man, when your dog died, I could not fathom.
You was there for that?
I was there. You opened or some shit, and I was closed that day. And they was like, I saw your name on the board, and Des wasn't there. And I'm like, why Des not here? It was like his dog died, and I was like, did he kill his dog? I was like, I didn't get it. Like, I was like, I just at that time, I'm like,
but my dog meant way more to me than
I understand that now. But at that time, it was like, I think I never had a pet. John had a pet, and we stayed in the same neighborhood, so I kind of had like a god pet, he was mine, but he wasn't mine. And I remember when Nate got hit by the car, and we buried Nate. I don't even remember like I was numbed in. Like nigga, I'm a sick ass nigga, bro.
But I think it's
I don't know.
No, I feel it because I never really grew up with a pet, so I feel the same way that you do. Sometimes it's hard for me to empathize with pet owners when it comes to, because y'all treat them like babies, children.
Cadero dog died recently, and I knew how much fucking his son, bro, would be like out there like rubbing the dog and like it was a process.
Yeah,
and they thought we was gonna be able to save him, and then somehow we wasn't. And I'm like the whole time I'm like, fuck, like this is not gonna be easy. Yeah, like this is fucked up.
Yeah, I had to deal with that. My kid was born. They had a dog, and it died. And he just, I can tell he still doesn't really understand the concept of death. But he just like, nigga, he cried a little bit, and I let him rock. Like, yeah, that's
you should. Yeah. And even the dogs I got in my backyard, bro. I don't claim them motherfuckers, but somehow or another, of course, I'm bonded with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm lying. I kind of had a dog. We would go. My dad's parents are from Acres Home, so we would go. Probably like 3-4 days a week whenever we were with our dad, and we'll go to her house or their house, and she had like a pecan tree or whatever. But they had a dog back there, so we'll go pick pecans, fuck with the dog, take him walk around the neighborhood. And when that dog died, I cried, and I didn't even. Well, I guess it was. I would see the dog 3 days out the week, so yeah, I guess it was kind of my dog. But after that, I guess since I didn't have a pet, I kind of lost that. I don't know. I don't know.
When John's died. When his dog died, matter of fact, both my cousins, John, it was Chico, and it was John's fault because John didn't get Chico the shots, and then
it's like everybody in the family know, nigga,
and that shit kind of. But both times, I was not sad for the animal. I was sad because somebody I cared about was sad. So it wasn't that real connection.
Yeah,
because I'm telling you, man, like when it came to my dog, like I had my dog since sixth grade. So my dog, everywhere I've lived, my dog has lived
How the fuck your dog live that long?
Dogs got that trick sometimes.
She was 12.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, she. I
Oh,
got
we
her in
still
6th
young.
grade.
Yeah, you right. We
No, I got her.
still
No,
young.
my bad. I got her in 8th grade. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, I got her in 7th grade. I got her in 7th grade, so it was 6 going into 7. And the reason why I got her was my mom got her for me because when.
Oh yeah, you told me the story.
So somebody broke into my house. My 6th grade year, right? And that was the first time my mom let me stay home by myself. So the first week I stayed home by myself.
Oh yeah.
Somebody
Tell us
tried.
the story.
Yeah.
Was it on?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember the story.
And so
I don't think I was there.
It might have been the same episode. That we,
it might have been.
Yeah.
So somebody broke into my house, right? And my mom worked in Virginia. And so I called my mom. And I'm like, Mom, I hear somebody. And because in Maryland you got basement. So you have to go down some steps. And we had this like that massive big screen TV. You know, the old school big screen TV.
Yeah, buddy.
We had one in front of the door.
Still got one.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because we had just moved. We had moved there maybe like 2 years ago. And so we put the big screen down there and just to block the door.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm like, man, I hear somebody. And my mom like does not believe me.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the bathroom door. And I'm in the bathroom and I look through the window. I see the nigga walking away from the house. And so I hang up on my mom, call 911. They end up catching the nigga. Boom. So
he didn't get in.
No, because we had the TV right there, right?
Okay.
But like for me, like I'm shook now.
Yeah.
I'm 10, 11, however old I was. Like I'm fucking shook.
Yeah.
I don't have no family in Maryland. My mom works an hour away, and I could anytime I hear anything, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm at the neighbor house, like I'm gone. So I moved with my dad for a year, and it wasn't good for me. Like I did terrible shit. Like it was
you can
not
tell by the Scully.
like it was. I was just I came back a terrible human being, like a terrible human being. And so my mom got me the dog, like for protection, and she ended up preventing somebody from breaking in my house again. Like the following,
was it a big dog?
it was a German Shepherd.
Oh yeah.
And so
German Shepherd.
when she
I'm not breaking
died,
houses either way.
when we had to put her down, like it was it was a lot because I had that dog for it went to college with me.
Yeah.
It moved to Houston with me. And then my wife was like what really made us start to look at, she had incontinence, so she couldn't hold her pee. So she would just get up and it would be piss everywhere.
Damn.
And then she couldn't walk up the steps as much no more. And I just slowly, surely saw her deteriorate. But I don't do well with death. I'm selfish when it comes to death. So my wife always tells me, hey, if I ever become brain dead, don't keep me. Let me go. And I'm the type that's I always got hope that some shit's gonna get better. Yeah. And so that's how I was with my dog. I was like, she's gonna be fine. We'll move to her first floor so she don't gotta walk up the steps. We'll get her a nice little pad that we can just keep disposing of. All this shit. And my wife's like, hey, my wife works in the medical field, so she's around death all the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, you need to let her go.
So my mom is too. That's not a lot of
you need to let her go. 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 And at this time, I fucking hate my wife. I'm like, you fucking insensitive bitch. I'm like, you insensitive as fuck. Blah, 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 blah. And then,
did you say you called her a bitch?
Bro, yes, we was beefed up. We was beefed up. Because I remember I sat in the parking lot at work. That 2 weeks before I had to make the appointment, I called her and she told me that, hey, you gotta either I'm gone if you don't fix this, right?
She was gonna leave?
Because she used to be at home during the week, so she's like, oh, the house will smell like piss, or she tired of cleaning it up, and this is she's like, you're wrong. Yeah. Not insensitive, but she's like, hey, you're
making her suffer.
You're making her suffer, right? And so I remember, bro, my whole viewpoint changed when they was like, hey, we're gonna put her down. Do you want to be in the room? Right? Mm. And I said no. And my wife stayed. And I looked at her differently, bro. But I was bawling. And then when I came back to work the next day, you know the situation where somebody asked me to do some stuff that I was like, yo, I can't do it. And they was trying to pressure me into doing it. And I just was went off. I went off with somebody. But I cried. I cried. Bro, I cried for about I cried 5 months ago because of it. Because I love that dog, bro. That's like, bro. It's gonna be forever.
That would be like losing I could see how you can relate it to losing a kid.
It's just funny how it took me, like I got it at the time, but I didn't get it. I was like, only thing I could think of was like if it happened to me, but shit, it didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
So it's like I cannot put myself, that's how I.
But and then I'm like the way I'm wired is like, why the fuck would I want to put myself in those? Like I don't want to feel sad.
I can never get another dog.
That's why I don't want a dog.
I can never get another dog. Like it's a
hell. Them fucking dogs in my back, bro. I don't know if I told y'all, bro. They almost killed each other. All right, so I'm feeding one. It's 2 pit bulls. I'm feeding one, and the one that I'm feeding is off her chain. I feed her first. I go to the one that's on her chain. And like the one that's off her chain gets like super, super jealous. Like I don't know, they think I'm their boyfriend or what. But she's like super jealous. So I go feed the other one, and like she goes for her food, and the other dog like just jumps on the head. So they like horse playing at first. Yeah. I'm like, y'all stop. And before I know it, bro, fucking gosh. And I had that moment. It was like, fuck, I don't want to let my mom dogs die. These are her dogs. I call her like, hey, mama. I don't know what to do
in the middle of the fight. Like, they just
beefs up right now in the backyard.
It's bad, bro. It's like bad. To where like I pull one apart, and then as I get one away, the other one will like jump on.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm pulling them, and I'm like, they got each other's neck, they got each other's ear. So like they like using me as leverage. Yeah. Like nigga, like I'm finna kill this bitch. Like they
appreciate it.
Like it was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And I literally like stopped. I was like, I'm not gonna let her dogs die. Like I'm not. And then Papa don't stay with me no more. Papa moved. Papa works in Nebraska. So I'm like, those are
your little brother.
Did he go to the military?
No, he went to Nebraska. He worked in a meat packing plant.
Smart man.
How did he get to Nebraska?
It's some weird shit.
Is he in Lincoln, Nebraska?
I don't know.
The capital?
I think they're an hour out from there. But
he by himself?
No, he with my older sister.
Okay.
But
what's she doing out there?
They work at the meat packing plant. They went together. She was out there first, and then she was like, "Come work," and they like gave him room and board for like 6 months or whatever. And so so I'm like, fuck, like so it's kind of like I inherited him. Fuck, the camera went off.
Yeah. We'll punch in.
All right, so I think what was I? So Papa's in Nebraska, and I kind of like inherited the dogs. But like, of course, you feed the motherfuckers one time, and then dogs so fucking friendly to where like if they feel like, oh, you're responsible for keeping me, they gonna embrace you. And so I'm like, fuck, mom, I don't know what to do. These dogs fucking finna kill each other. And I had this metal pole. I bullshit you not. There's this metal pole in my backyard. It's like a tiki torch, but it's metal. It's stuck in the yard in the back. I took it, and I bullshit you not. I got one knee on the dog. And I'm driving the pole between the other dog's neck and her mouth. And I'm prying it. And I got off.
God damn, bro.
Bro, it was so much blood. I even went in the house at one point. And Trinity thought the dogs attacked me. And I was like, I don't know what to fucking do. Like, I don't know what to do.
Would you have cried if one of them would have?
I don't think so.
I don't think y'all got emotional attachment to animals, bro.
Not film niggas.
I promise you, if y'all had like a dog that is yours, I know.
No, I believe y'all.
Go watch
niggas,
Marley and Me, bro.
Bro, no,
I believe y'all niggas, bro.
Matter of fact, we got Jamie a dog before we found out she was allergic. And I bullshit you not. I took care of this dog every fucking day. For 3 weeks, the dog wouldn't eat without me, wouldn't take no shits without me. When I got there, it was a little fucking like a purse puppy, like a little bitty dog. And then I came home one day and he wasn't there, bro. And I was like, well, what the fuck? And it was like I was almost at that breaking point of like, this is my dog, and like getting to that point where like, oh nah, I can't go here because I gotta go home and make sure this nigga's all right. I was getting there. And I came in the house, I turned on, and he wasn't there. And I was like, what the fuck?
Where'd he go?
Yeah, and it was, I'm telling you.
No, I'm asking, where'd he go?
She sold him.
Who?
Pretty. It wasn't my dog.
I don't remember that.
It wasn't my dog. So I was like.
Oh, that was at the other apartment.
Yeah, it was all I inherited.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, I'm telling you, maybe another week or so, bro, I probably would have choked her. Like, how you gonna sell my dog, bitch? But it's just like every time there's a situation to where I get like really close to an animal, something happens. So if my mom could take her dogs, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think the closest I got to it was being that younger, probably like, I think it might have been like 4 or 5 years maybe. But I believe you, nigga. You spend 10 years with anybody or anything living.
Hell, nigga, if I had a poster on my wall for 10 years.
Did y'all watch that documentary, Don't Fuck With Cats?
Yes.
I have not seen it yet.
Bro,
that shit is crazy.
That's about the dude on the internet who was fake killing cats, right?
No, he wasn't fake
He wasn't
shit.
fake killing shit.
Oh, shit. He was killing cats for real?
He took that shit to new
Oh,
levels.
I'm going to go watch that.
Oh, shit.
Bro, but the craziest part about it is you not to like prejudge anybody or stereotype anybody, but everybody fit their profile so perfect. Like you walk into like a workplace, you're like, oh, that bitch does weird shit on the internet when no one's around. And then you see,
what does she have, gauges or something?
Like you see her, she look like a pug.
Bro, there's a reason why she felt the connection to animals. I was saying, but everybody played their like.
Bruh, they all is like
it's almost like they cast the people.
Bro.
It's like they cast them. It's like, oh yeah, you look great for this role, but it's.
And then if you look at their profile names, you be like,
and it make you like it make you for somebody who I'm not like somebody who like put a lot of my information out on the internet. I'm always on it though, and then like you in like different groups, like I'm in these battle rap groups. It really takes the like, you don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. It's not real. Yeah. You arguing with some doof across
the country about whose bars are better, something subjective like that's yeah, I feel you.
And then this nigga on the internet said I was a pedophile because I asked was the Catch Me Outside girl really 16, and not like because we heard about her on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
She been 16 for a minute.
That's what I was finna say.
Not only that, but it's like, okay, let's say if she was 16 on Dr. Phil, what's a better story? To say, hey, this 12-year-old girl, this 13-year-old girl disrespect their mom. I'm not interested in a 16-year-old disrespecting mom at all. That's not good TV. Yeah. Hey, give me that little child over there with the cuss words.
Give me that little boy that smacked his mom in the face.
That's
entertainment, bro.
So
I know somebody used to work on the show, so I could probably really figure out her age.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
She's 16. She was born in 03. This shit crazy.
But that's like,
has been 16 for like 2 years.
I feel like she been 16,
bro. But what think about Ray Shrimmer? We know how old they are now. But when they came out, they got no
like
type.
17.
No, for real. Them niggas was grown.
They was 22.
I thought they was like 15, 16.
No, yeah. I thought they was, because
that's all I'm saying. And the niggas say I'm a pedophile now. Because Ray Shrimmer them niggas was grown as fuck, but they were children. They were kids.
But actors do that. Why can't musicians do it?
Bro, that's the same what I have to say. That's the exact thing. I don't have a problem. I just don't know if the bitch really 16.
Yeah, that was
if she's a child, then I apologize.
People
I was calling the kids bitch. Yeah, but I just was like, but it's like everybody like social media warriors. It's like it's funny because like I'm gonna live my real life and interact with like attractive women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
while you pay for premiums.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
bro, that documentary was fucking nuts, bro.
I watched it all.
I watched it straight
in one sitting.
And because I was trying to watch The Irishman, my wife was like, "No, it's too long." Blah blah blah.
Nah, it was a good movie.
But
I haven't watched it yet.
And then she was like, "Oh, what's
that?"
She's like, "What the fuck is this? I don't fuck with cats." And then we watched that shit through, and then like, bro, like it's crazy,
bro. That scene when they like are walking through the town. But they not walking at all.
They floating it.
They trying to find out where somebody stay, and they are. I don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying?
I'm
saying? People watched it already.
Bro, yes. I say, these niggas are nuts.
Oh, through the Googles. Yeah, okay. That's correct, bro. The amount of effort they put into this nigga, bro. Like, bro, the FBI should have hired these niggas.
Bro,
dead ass.
Bro, the FBI should have hired these niggas. Because what it started from was wrong, like was fucked up. But what it became, you like,
yeah.
Like, wait, like,
just hey, don't be disappointed because it's like out of every episode, I think about an hour, it's like 20 minutes of like worthiness. Like it's like. Some of it's like, okay, they just can't.
So I gotta sift through the.
No, it's not even sift through.
It's like it develops every.
You got the amount of passion we speaking with
Yeah, that's why I'm a.
It's like 20
Like,
minutes.
bro, if you can,
Okay. I'll fuck with it.
if you got 3 hours to just chill,
It's 3 episodes?
yeah,
it's 3 like 1 hour episodes, maybe 4, but I think it's 3.
I think it's 3.
Just sit down, watch it, and it's going like you're not gonna be able to turn it off because that's what happened with me.
You gotta figure out what happened.
You like, bro, what the fuck? And so like, and then it just keep going, and you be like, bro, what? Like, bro, these niggas tripping. And then
but everybody involved.
everybody involved is tripping.
It's like,
check it out.
It's not. It's to me. There's no hero. It's like
At all.
niggas who think they're doing the right thing, and then there's niggas who doing like fucked up shit. But to me, it's like everybody's doing fucked up shit.
Everybody's definitely
I
doing
gotta
fucked
go
up
watch
shit.
this shit.
It's like crazy to me. It's like yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
check
might
it
fuck
out,
around and
bro.
watch that today.
Yeah,
people
goofy
keep
man.
telling me
That
about
LA looks so damn goofy, bro. I feel like she's gonna like sniff a nigga, like just like I bet they just do some exchange for a piece of doggy treat, nigga. Yeah. Anyway, so man, Jason, what you got, bro? You rake your brain through your emotional breakthrough. Or you always been crying, nigga.
I've always.
He's about to say, he's like, yeah, I always cry.
I always,
shit,
but no, I'm just sensitive. I ain't like you. I got a heart. I got a heart. My daddy raised me that way because I seen him cry. Like I seen my daddy cry more than my mama. So, like I ain't seen my mama cry till her daddy died a couple years ago, but my daddy cried at least every 3-4 years.
Did
I
you
like
look
he's
at
about
him
to say
differently?
days.
Yeah, bi-weekly thing.
That nigga, shit. What time is it?
Did you look at him differently?
He's somewhere
growing up
crying.
to seeing him emotional?
Because it wasn't like it was always something that deserved.
It was
shit.
justified,
It
yeah.
was, it's either like emotional happiness or it was like something that really fucked up happened. So
I can't wait to get to. I can't wait to get tears of joy. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that'll be like.
I ain't really had
Because
no
right
real
now-
tears of joy. I done had it where it's
You ain't
like
got a boy.
I got to teared up, like I get teared up, but it ain't like no.
No, I'm saying,
Nah,
you
oh
got
my
a boy.
God.
Once
Yeah,
I
nah.
figure,
Bro,
once
I don't
hear
think
some-
there's nothing like besides me being rich, bro. I can't think of nothing that I'm like.
yeah,
me
no.
have my kid maybe, but
Nah,
like
if your
When I know
boy-
I
when
can
your
do something for
boy's-
my
Hey,
mama,
your boy get his
I'm
first-
gonna do that shit when I know I done bought my mama something,
Bro,
like
when
bought
I-
my mama a house or something, then I know I'm like.
It's funny because I'm
Y'all
on a
selfish.
like we talking about me not having a heart, but I want to like I'm like making like leaps and bounds. Like my brother, when I found out my brother was having a baby, I felt way more emotional. Like oh shit, like I'm gonna take off work. Like I'm gonna go. No. Xavier.
I was like,
So yeah, his ass need to be in Nebraska if he got here having.
I was like,
No, when I found when Xavier told me, I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go to Austin for a week." And I was like, emotionally, like I was happy. I wasn't that happy for Mike. My own fucking like.
it's different.
It's
It's
Was he
yours,
having a
bro.
boy?
I just think I'm in a different space in life. No, he having another girl. I just think shit is affecting me now.
Damn, y'all have all girls.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of, bro.
Me too.
Cause
Yeah, see, I
my
got
wife's
my
side
first
got
boy.
all boys, and then my side got mostly girls.
I'm
Well,
just
my
the
sister
I'm the
got
last
boys.
got
boy
girls
on my
anyway.
daddy's side, so I gotta like have a boy.
No, we got
To
all
keep my
boys.
name going.
Yeah, I want.
But I'm good.
Nah, I
got
think
a
my
girl,
kids,
I'm
my
cool.
kids gonna be strong as shit. They gonna be they gonna be like nose quarters. Like they not gonna just take a nigga name. There's gonna be some hyphenated shit. Oh well. I can't see. I don't know. Time will tell. I just can't see my. I don't know. They still fucking kids. What the fuck do I know? So, with you seeing your dad cry every other day.
You ain't gonna blame my daddy, bro. I said year, bro. I said year.
And you say it was always like warranted. Did they give you like the like a certain like freedom to
Yeah.
where like your
Because it was, I never like had the. Well, I mean, I still hold in emotions and shit, but it was never like I felt bad for crying.
yeah.
I never like, nigga, what the fuck am I crying for? It's just like, all right, let me get this through real fast. I dropped like 3 tears, and I'm like, all right.
When is the time
Keep
you
it G.
cried the hardest? All of y'all.
Oh,
Like,
I
that
gave
was
y'all.
how
I
you
gave you. I
cried. That was
did.
it?
That was it. I've never cried the hard in my life.
The hardest when my grandpa died. A couple
Nah,
years ago.
not
And
a
it's just
death.
cause, no, it's just
Don't use a death.
it's just because of how I thought about it. Cause like the last time I seen him, he was already like withering away. But then like he looked up and he recognized me and he just like brought me in. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So that shit, that shit was emotional. Like that shit hurt.
I think the last. Des, what about you?
Last time I cried, dog. Like the hardest.
the hardest you can.
Not even
crying.
last, which is like the hardest.
Not the last. Yeah. I'm gonna give you mine. This is when I broke up with my son's mom. Me and her broke up, and I was still going. I was driving to Dallas just to see him every weekend or whatever. So one day, I don't remember what we weren't together. And I think she was talking to somebody, and I found out. Hey, but it's like 4 in the morning. This is like a woman I'm still in love with. I'm coming here every week, seeing you and me got a kid together. I'm thinking we moving forward. She got a dude. I think I went through a phone or some shit. Oh, and that's why you don't go through phones, guys.
That's exactly.
And this is 22-year-old me, so this shit wouldn't be happening today.
Oh my God!
I'm up like 4 in the morning.
Phone, bro?
I went to a girl phone when I was 21 years old.
I stop myself every time. Well, not no more, but back
I was gay back then though.
It's like, I would be like,
I was a little bitch.
let me see.
Going through
what
phones
I did,
now,
I would just watch her text messages.
I would
come
never
in
do
and
that
just see
shit
who it
now,
was.
but I definitely
Because I knew who I was looking for. I already knew
I think
who it was.
I'm not gonna lie.
point-
No. I would like if your phone goes off and then I'm like,
I'm definitely going.
I'm looking at your phone,
Sometime I might.
but I'm not
peek.
going to like unlock your phone.
Oh yeah, no, go
Nah,
through that
and
whole
go through that
process.
shit.
I unlocked it. And I went through that bitch. And I was sitting up at like 4 in the morning in the kitchen. And she like got up to get a bottle or some shit. And I'm just like, I just bust out. Like, I'm pretty sure I drooled. I'm sure I drooled a little bit.
Bro, I'm telling you,
my family back. Like a bitch. And drool come out like, I don't think you're going to get her back, my nigga.
Hey,
And
you
that's
see
what
that?
started
You see
drool,
that? You
bro.
see what you started? This nigga a fiend now, bro.
She knew she had your ass.
No, that was the break. That was my breaking point. That was like, okay.
See, I don't
I'm
think
gonna be a
it's not
dirtbag.
my breaking point. It was my breakthrough, bro. I feel free now, bro.
I guess
See, but
it's kind of freeing. You saw the drip.
It seems as if that moment made you put walls up, and my moment made me tear walls down.
basically.
Because my whole life,
Because
my whole life, my walls that paused.
you a wild nigga.
I didn't have that many boundaries. I moved around a lot as a kid, so I was always in new places. I couldn't really have those weird boundaries. I had to be outgoing and talk to people, and then I
that's
just
how it
got
was
used
for
to
me.
it. So when that happened, I'm so nice and cool with everybody. I'm thinking like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, and
Bro, that's one of the worst feelings ever. Is when you get like played or you get like hurt by a chick for the very first time, like one that you into, bro.
yeah.
Bro, that shit.
Because it don't matter. Like you can
hard.
play, you can play me if I don't like you. I'll watch you, bro.
My shit, it was like I told y'all earlier, man. I love all my hoes, so my shit started early, nigga.
I don't like them though.
I got
bro. Like you had one though that hurt, bro.
I ain't never had one that hurt me like that.
You had one that
You ain't never had one that hurt.
Not like that.
Oh, y'all did, bro.
one that hurt.
Hopefully it never happened.
Every time, because what it would, I see that shit coming. So I'd be like,
y'all two boys lucky, bro.
like I said,
For
got
real,
the
I don't
walls
know,
up. It's
yeah.
like I don't really just trust you a whole.
No, she don't like you then.
like that.
I'm talking about a girl that
Like
really,
now, like-
really liked you, and then like for some reason just y'all
I
fell
fucked
off and
it
she
up.
started like cheating on you or went.
I think
I was
start messing with another
already
dude.
on the next thing by then.
mine was
These
the
niggas
Nigga
the-
too
the-
cool.
the-
I was always on the neck and flipped his hair with his head. You don't flip your hair and be with the next bitch.
mine was the ringtone girl I talked about before. It's like I was young, nigga.
Oh yeah.
The ringtone girl, the girl.
See, not yet, because that's because I was ugly back then. So I mean, like,
You know you.
I would
look-
like girls and they
You
would
know
not
your
fuck
face
with me. So
stay the same.
when I
as
finally
you were a baby.
got up, they didn't fuck with me back then.
Okay.
So when I finally got it, and they was like, "Oh," I was like, "Bitch, you ain't fuck with me then. Why the fuck do I care now?" So,
Oh, you was on your Mike Jones shit.
basically,
Is that
Yeah.
Mike Jones?
This Mike Jones? Who?
Yeah. Mike Jones.
Nah, I probably wouldn't Mike. But yeah, I don't know. I can't give a woman that much credit
I mean, last time I cried
outside
hard
of
was because when I got married. When I got married, I cried hard.
See, I want.
Like
I
boo
want-
hoo, like could you control your mouth?
Nah, like it's a picture. Like my wife got a picture in our phone of
And you
tear,
just like,
a tears coming out my eye.
get the GT.
Did you hit that? Did you hit that?
No, I was like,
You hit one of them hoes, nigga. You crying. You really crying.
I hit him with the. I hit him with the big
with the trembling.
yeah, the big lip.
I
And
gotta,
bruh,
keep on living,
And
bro.
then that shit dried up real quick when I look, and I'm realizing I'm crying, and she laughing.
This pussy.
That shit dried up quick as hell. I'm like, oh fuck no.
It's supposed to be a moment.
He's supposed to be crying too.
I'm like, bro, the roles reversed, bro. Bro, nah. That shit dried up real quick.
See, so don't that make you want to put those walls back up and be like, oh, you ain't...
No, nigga.
Once I start boo crying and somebody laughing at me, like, we gotta fight. Like when I was 14, you gotta fight for that.
I understand. But yeah, as a child, you thought as a child, nigga.
True. Where we at?
Oh.
We right in
Oh yeah, you did. I was finna say, did you get in your bag? You just kind of had a real like my shit was like.
Nah, I got it. Yeah,
That
I
was-
was gonna make sure I gave something. We talked about transparency. That was like that was
real.
the biggest one. That was funny because it's funny to look back at it because now I'm picturing I'm in her body looking at me across the table, like just thinking about the other nigga who you just found out about. Like he would never do this. This nigga would never drool on my parents' kitchen table like this. Get up and go change your kid's diaper, you faggot. It's always cool to go back and look at yourself. It's growth, you know. I don't think I'm not gonna say I wouldn't cry like that. I mean, I probably would try to hold a drool in, but it was justified. I feel like it was.
I feel like I'm more well-rounded, more balanced version of the person I've always been. Like I don't feel like I'm like, I don't know. I'm still like, you can't hit me with no sob story. Like I'm just like,
I don't believe anybody.
I'm still at the core, but when it's real, it's like I can receive it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for that. I'm still, like I said, I'm still waiting on the my tears of joy like moment.
You talked about your experience making you tear those walls down. I think my shit was equal. The same way you grew from that, I grew from mine because I grew up with those walls down already.
So you think you were too vulnerable at one point?
Yeah, I think I was. And that's the thing. I don't want to go through. I was too vulnerable, too naive. Like I just did. I thought the best of everybody.
But I did too. That's why I honestly I'm not playing, bro.
It lets
like
me filter. It helped me filter out.
When I say like I love, like I see the good in people, but I also like, so it's like if I pull you in, I pulled you in. Yeah. And I want to make sure that my decision to like have you close was a valid one. And because of that, I find myself hanging on to shit, not letting shit go, feeling I can will my way through shit. And not necessarily with emotions involved in it. Yeah. It could be a little bit of ego, be like, nah, I can give this person I can learn from my mistakes. I won't do this shit again. I can will this person, I can show them what they need. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Yeah. So I try to impose my will on shit that I really can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't change people. Like you gotta, and the worst thing you could do is force somebody to be a certain way or act a certain way or appeal to a certain thing. Anybody that feels uncomfortable, like they feel like they have to censor themselves around you, or I'm learning that shit now, like, and it wasn't even intentional. It's just that sometimes when you conveying a certain message, it's at the end of the day, it's up to that person to decipher it and interpret it how they feel. Yeah, we can argue day and night whether this glass is half empty and half full, but I can tell you something that could be, I'm trying to construct you to build you up, and you may take that criticism as, you know, something that's me hating or me being or me, you know, me not liking or appreciating the person you are today, like you're not good enough. By me saying, hey bro, we can be better, you can hear that and go, right now I'm not good enough. Yeah, and that's not on me. But you know, it's not. But you have to be aware of those things. At one point in time, I was just like, you that's your fault for being that sensitive, that emotional about some shit that I was very black and white about. You took it that way. That's on you. As now I'm taking more of ownership of, you know, the energy. Maybe I said it I said the right words, but in the wrong tone. A lot of the time, that's how the shit happens. Miscommunications and shit. Like it's the way you say things or semantic. Like it's different words you can use and different ways. I never put equity in that shit because I'm always, hey man. Is that like arrogance? No, I don't put equity in it because I care more about what you do. than what you say, how you say it. You know, like at the like it's funny. It's how men will have these coaches and like you know that coach. I don't know. None of us are athletes, but you know, there's like we have this ideal of what a coach is and how he constantly gets on your ass, and everybody still, no matter what, loves the coach because you believe in your heart that he wants the same thing that you do, and
to win.
To win. Yeah. And a lot of times I'll be finding myself operating with that mindset of like, you should know we are heading to the same destination. We got the same goal.
Yeah.
So I it's a little bit of detachment for me because I don't need certain things to get where I need to go. I just need, you know, I put certain, for me, my biggest thing is I put something in the atmosphere. If I tell you I'm going to do something, my word is, that's it. My word is bun.
Yeah, my memory is shit, though. so call me and remind me, please. Because I'm going to do it. I told you I'm going to do it. Just call me. I forgot.
It doesn't, for me, all that other shit don't really matter. I can pick out what's needed out of a conversation or what's the bigger picture at all time. I really try not to get in the way of my feelings. And like, I always see the greater good. And a lot of times, a lot of people get through to that best version of themselves through like on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like the shit that I suck at, the shit that like the communicating part. It doesn't matter how many the jewels you're dropping. You know what I'm saying? They may not gravitate to the magnitude of the actions that you're taking. It may be the words that get them to where they need to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you showing me and I can learn from what you're giving me. That's what I want. Don't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Other people that they may put the equity in that shit. You may have to. I won't say coddle them because that sounds like
I mean, no, it's not coddling because you could say that you showing me is coddling.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
about how you
what
learn.
My mindset is. Yeah. It's like, oh, you want me to pacify you?
Yeah, no, it's just about how you learn. And you you always have to be aware of that in knowing how you learn and how you interpret things, and just to be able to evaluate emotions. Like we run. Most people are impulsive. I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people are impulsive and just run with whatever they feel off the top instead of filtering it out in their head or before they say something, before they react.
You know what's weird? I don't know where we at on time, but I feel like we got a solid show. Where we at?
135.
That's it. Okay, well I can get this off and I
take like a couple pieces out anyway, so we're gonna have to.
Wait, are we gonna take out the homo killer?
Yes.
No, I don't know. At first I was like, we can't say that, but then I don't know,
bro. Leave that shit in.
But this is awful.
Well, we got time for this one to come out anyway.
Huh?
Let's see. I said we got time for this one to come out.
All right.
Anyway.
If anybody have a change of heart about the homo killer,
I don't feel like it.
I mean, we saying it now. So now it's gonna be beefs anyways. If
it's
we
a
don't,
joke.
If we take it out,
the dude. If the dude who we were talking about, if he's not offended, I don't give a fuck about anybody else being offended.
That's a different show for it.
We're talking about one person. We're not talking about anybody.
It's not like
people don't take it as one person.
Well, you got to know how to interpret things that you hear and know what kind of learner
but you also have to be responsible for how they take what you give them.
But
and that's what I'm sucking at, because I would have said, hey, fuck them, that was my nigga, so y'all can't tell me how you don't know our relationship. I can say fuck them, but if somebody was to hear that and be offended, then I also kind of,
how could you be offended for somebody else?
I mean, that's like 90%.
If you hear a white person call somebody else a nigger, you offended.
You weren't talking to me. He's talking to me. I was smack that nigga. I don't know that nigga.
He's absolutely right. But so it's kind of it's weird, bro, because you honestly
point
can't
of a podcast to not be held to those boundaries.
Of course. Well, I think the for me is to be able to cross those boundaries here and there, and then have people who listen to you day in and day out be like, nah, but he wouldn't. Yeah, that's what you really want. Yeah, you want people to understand that gray area. Yeah. Know your character. Know you're not just a piece of shit.
Yeah,
maybe
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not a homophobic piece of shit. I love everybody.
But you do every episode is gonna have somebody brand new listening to it for the first time.
Right.
So you gotta be mindful of that. You can't just chalk it up to like, nah, they know I'm coming. They
watch the other episodes.
God know my heart. Like that's my mantra for real. It's like, man, that nigga know that I don't really.
You know how I give it up, nigga.
But so what was I as far as damn it? So all my life, I just turned 28 years old. All my life, I thought astrology was like bullshit, like fortune cookie bullshit. Mm-hmm. I still do. but it's like, I'm kind of like, I want to see, and this is a part of my like emotional, like trying to like not be so apprehensive to different thought processes and different whatever. Even though I can never see myself turn into like, oh yeah, you a Western kind of nature. I don't think I'm never gonna walk up to a person and be like, bro, you must be a such and such, or try to guess a nigga sign.
Yeah.
Hey,
we fighting. You try to guess.
Beat my ass. hey, my nigga. That's why it's 4 of us. Because if I ever try to catch a nigga, hey, my nigga, you a beat me the fuck up. Yeah.
First, I'm like, nigga, you know all our birthdays, nigga. So,
like, look it up.
But you know what, people do that shit.
Yeah.
Like try to guess. Oh, you must be I'm never gonna do that. But I just want more information and more understanding. I guess I'm in a desperate phase. It's more so out of desperation to than like me actually respecting that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to understand what makes people the way they are.
You're beginning to awaken, bro.
On a multitude of levels.
This is a spiritual. This is spiritual growth, not a joke. This is the literal spirit. This is spiritual growth that you're having. You wanted, yeah. Go ahead. I like this. Go ahead. Keep calling.
No. It's like, okay, it's one thing for me to understand. You know, it's not that spiritual growth shit. I told you,
you don't know it is.
I told you earlier. Everything for me is cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, what made okay because your parents were like this. Oh, and this happened in your life. And then you were forced to do this and you were forced to do that. So this pattern of behavior is a manifestation of that. That's where I'm at now.
Empathy is a sign of spiritual growth.
Empathy is... I don't think it's I'm not denouncing it. You may be right.
No,
but
right.
For me, it's more so understanding than being empathetic.
However you interpret it, I'm telling you, I've been where you are, and you're growing spiritually, and it's good.
I guess
that's cool. When you get to where you are, you gonna look back at yourself and like, damn, that nigga was right. He must be like level 14 right now.
But I agree with you.
I'm just saying this way of thinking is spiritual growth.
I think it's I don't know if it's
caring about others
because
how they.
But see, that's the thing. It's not that I care.
Maybe
I want to know.
Word. Curiosity can be caring.
Yeah, it's like I want to make sense of it. I don't want to feel what you feel. I'm not rationalizing how you feel. I'm not trying to I only want to understand.
To make sense. You're interested in making sense of it. You care.
Yeah, I care, but I don't want to.
You don't want to show that you care.
No, not that I show that I care. You're not going to evoke emotion out of me. I just want it to make sense.
Oh no, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Like once you want it to make sense, they'll have to give you details, break it down to you. Once that happens, you're emotionally invested. You're growing spiritually, bro.
You mentally haven't got to the spot to understand it, but no, he's right.
I guess, but see, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I am who I am still. I'm still the same.
You're gonna always be there. It's just level of thinking and understanding is different.
The only thing is that I didn't give a fuck about what made people the way they are.
But now you do.
I just kind of want the why behind the what. That's it. And I think that's just me actually being true to myself, like becoming like my exponent. No, I think I'm getting a different exponent by my name. That's it. I don't think that I'm becoming something else. I think I'm.
No, you're not becoming something else.
You're growing.
You're growing. It's an awakening.
All right, I'm gonna stop arguing with y'all on it. Y'all are right. I just don't think y'all understand where I'm coming from.
I understand what I know who you are, nigga.
But y'all keep trying to.
We're informing you of what you're doing. You just don't see it as
Y'all keep trying to put a skirt on my shit.
I'm not. I'm saying what you're saying is deeper than you think it is. I'm understanding. I hear that on a different level.
Okay. All right. I trust y'all.
Thank you.
I trust y'all. But y'all niggas.
I ain't even got dreads. Shit.
I'm gonna just shut up because I'm gonna just keep talking in circles about how I'm not doing what y'all say I am.
Keep confirming what we're
But
saying.
it's like,
you give another point to be like,
okay.
exactly. Well, I guess, bro. I guess maybe y'all right. Hopefully y'all are right. Hopefully I'm not doing this that's what it is. I feel like I'm doing it for me, and what y'all describing sounds like I'm doing it for other people.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for
I'm not
nobody.
saying, I'm not saying you're doing it for other people though. You're just doing it.
You doing it for you, but you don't know that subconsciously or spiritually or on another level, you doing it because they need that shit. Yeah. You don't know where they are in their life, and you come in just like old dude was supposed to be there for you when you broke down at work,
and they know nothing about it.
And he didn't know shit about that.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. No, y'all are right. I think as I am going, I notice that I am putting myself in different positions that I know I wouldn't have before, and I know I can handle those things a little bit better. But I still haven't like beat the final boss yet.
No, that's why it's called growth. You know,
I'm trying to get to the final boss like expeditiously, bro.
Nah, bro, it's a journey.
I ain't got time for that shit. I feel like
smoke some weed, you'll get a little closer.
Gotta open that third eye.
Hey, are we finished or are we done?
Yeah, we can get about it. I think we gave them what they needed today.
I got so much shit to do. I have a lot to do.
Yeah,
I got a lot. Man, I gotta spend all this fucking money. I'm poor, nigga.
Bro.
But I think it'll be well worth it. The people will enjoy the festivities. Any closing remarks?
Nah, bro. I think we got it all out the way. Just preach what we always preach: self-awareness. Aware of yourself and how you interpret things and how you react to things. Just take a second look and try not to project that on your kids either. Like they see that too. Just because he's a little boy don't mean he can't cry. He can still be tough and be cry. You saw Jim Jones. He put in work on any of you niggas. And you know what I'm saying? They got to share the tear once in a while.
Bro. I think know yourself. I think my biggest strength is my biggest weakness. Ironically, like I'm very, very self-aware. Like I know my strengths and my weaknesses, but I'm so confident in my strengths that I'm like, fuck the weaknesses. And so even when I address the weaknesses, I go back and forth on you about how they really not weaknesses because my strengths are so strong. Like I just did with y'all. Like I'm aware, bro. Like I understand this shit. And yeah, bro, I just think that if you once you become self-aware, know yourself, love yourself, you can start and maybe your journey ain't my journey. Maybe you gotta unlock some shit to yourself that
it's levels. It's different levels.
So it's not just for me, it's for all of us in some form of fashion. But that's it for this week, man. Y'all were tuned into the OETKB podcast. Well, I feel like we getting older and older and older now. Like it's like eventually, maybe one day, like the first time a nigga get a grade on the set, bro, we're gonna have to just drop the second part of our name, right? Like all together.
Yeah, you're right.
So y'all niggas keep eating y'all pussy, drinking y'all water.
You know what I mean?
And y'all can get us stay away from the gray. we out.